Hey guys, it's Mr. Adams here, and we're talking about foundations today. This is a barn we're building here, and we're using a poured concrete foundation. We talk about in class 3 main types of foundations that we use here at the CTC, and we discuss one of them is a poured concrete foundation. One of those, we use a local superior wall company to do those. We also talk about ICF walls, and we talk about a CMU or concrete masonry unit or a block wall. So in this particular case, they're using solid poured concrete walls. And in this barn here, they have that all formed up there for a slope. This is what we refer to as a bank barn, where you can enter in on 2 elevations. So that is basically a sloping ramp that goes onto the 2nd floor. So there's a lot of what we refer to as lateral shear there. So we have to use a poured concrete wall to handle the structure. So I was going to go down here and show you a few other terms. As we're walking around here, we have what we refer to as a trench footer. All right, this is what we refer to as a trench footer. And if you look at the footing, it has to be below the frost line. That's why we utilize these things. And when we're using a trench footer like this, it doesn't necessarily require a form board on the side. Inside our foundation, we had to use some form boards where we didn't have a trench footer. So the trench itself acts as the footing for the building. And when I refer to the footer, I'm talking about this right down here. All right, this is a piece of poured concrete that was poured yesterday. The reason it's wet is the concrete inside the forms here the water has poured out underneath the forms. But this was poured yesterday. Rebar was shot up, and then these concrete forms were poured on top of the footing, is what went on. All right, so this particular member here on this concrete form is referred to as a whale. All right, and these are standard size commercial concrete forms. And I had a company come in to go ahead and set all these forms. This is what we refer to, we talk about in class, is the anchor bolt right here. All right, and this anchor bolt is what we utilize to bolt our sill plate down. In class, we talk about Termite Shield. The Termite Shield will go here. The pressure treated 2x6 or whatever you're using, it could be a 2x8 in this case, will get lagged down to the concrete with our anchor bolt. And the anchor bolt we have in class is about 16 inches long, and it's shaped like a J, and it's pushed down into the wet concrete. And if you notice on the corners, we have it set in 1 foot in from the corner, and then they have them every 6 feet on center. And then they also have it here where we have an opening. This is an opening right here for a garage door. That's an opening there for a man door, if you look at our openings in our concrete forms here. So let's walk around here and I'll show you a few more things. This is a concrete pin. We talk about those in class, and this is nothing more than a brace. All right, bracing our form up. Inside here, this is going to be our 1st floor elevation of our barn here, and you can see we have 2B stone, right? So we've dug out a trench footer. There's earth inside here, and there's also, in this case, we've ordered 2B stone from the quarry, and we order that by the ton. All right, so all this is going to get filled with stone eventually. So let's walk around this direction, guys, and we'll show you some other things, how a form is done. Henry, my handy cameraman here, my nephew. So this is also going to be an opening for a garage door as well. So you're going to walk in here. We have our virgin soil. This would be the basement of a normal house. If this is a house, this would be what we refer to as a daylight basement. But this is a barn. So it's a bank barn, in fact. So the 1st floor of the barn is down here. Since the land tapers this way, which we have to always consider, our land tapers this way. This is the 1st floor where the animals will be. And up here will be the 2nd floor where they can throw the hay and things down to the animals. So if we look over here, our footing for this particular wall has to have a form, right? It's not in a trench footer. So if you look over here, you can see we have a plastic form board holding our concrete in. So that's another way to do a footing. So anyway, I just wanted to show you a few different things while we're building this building and keep you up to date with what's going on. Again, this is how you form and pour a concrete wall. Earlier today, the guys set all the forms. They call it in a concrete truck. We filled the concrete up to the top of the forms and screeded it off and put the anchor bolts in. So I just wanted to get you up to date on what went on here today. So have a great day. Thank you.